All right, we're doing an interview with Pastor Evans Adede and Elisha Apollo, and we are so good to be here with y'all today. We're going to talk about another custom in Africa that maybe a lot of people aren't too aware of, and that is when someone is marrying a young lady or a young man in a family, they have to marry the oldest first. If you're single, Evans, right?
Yes, I'm single.
You're single. Looking forward to get married.
Looking forward to get married.
But if you found a young lady who was the second or third born in her family, as a girl, you could not marry her to her older sister got married. Is that right?
That is very right, because firstborns are really respected in families. And so if a firstborn is not married, the secondborn cannot be married before her. So because you have to wait for the firstborn to get married before you can take up the secondborn.
You know any examples of this, or anybody you know where this has kept them from getting married?
Yeah, I've had that in my community. Whereby if a young man wanted to marry and he had a brother that wasn't married, so they can't marry.
Wow.
They are not allowed to even take bride price before their older brother does that.
So they could want to marry, and it could take a matter of years.
It could take a matter of years waiting for the older brother.
Waiting for the older brother.
Yes.
What would the younger brother do to encourage the older brother to get married? Would they do something that say, "Hey, brother, get married. I can't get married to you do."
Yeah. Sometimes if the younger brother will talk to the parents, they will sit the older brother down and ask them if they are seeing someone or what's their plan on marriage.
Does the younger brother ever, or the older brother ever tell the younger brother, "Hey, if you give me so much money, I'll get married," or something like that?
Yes, it can work.
Like extortion?
If you have your elder brother, you cannot afford to build, and you are able to build, you can use your own money to help him build. But also we look at a different angle. This creates conflicts. It will be seen like you cannot afford the money to build your home because you are the first elder brother.
Right.
So it also hinders us in the marriage.
So you're talking about building a home. That's another subject that comes into this too, because until the oldest brother builds a home, you cannot build a home. So you're not the oldest brother in your family.
I'm not the older brother.
Your older brother's not married.
He's married now.
He's married now.
He's married now, but I had to wait for him to get married before I get married.
Before you got married.
Yeah, and this causes a lot of conflicts also in our marriage, because you have to wait for your elder brother to get married. Then you fall again.
So to build, even if you wanted to build a home right now, your own homestead, you could not do that until your older brother first builds a homestead.
Yes.
Wow.
You have to go step by step. You have to wait until he builds his own home, is when you follow.
So an older brother could come to a younger brother and say, "If you give me money or help me build my house, that will help you get your house."
Yes.
So he could kind of use that against you.
Yes, that is allowed.
Wow. You know any examples of young ladies this has affected or anything too?
Young ladies that have been affected. Yeah, they're there. Because it's the same way as if an older brother is not married, the younger one cannot marry too. So it's the same way to the ladies. If an elder sister is not married, the younger sister cannot get married. And at the same time, if both of them are married, if the the older sister's husband hasn't brought a bride price, the younger sister's husband cannot take the bride price until the older sister's husband takes the bride price.
Wow.
So it stops a lot of things from moving on.
Well, you know, I ask all these questions because in the Word of God, marriage is so holy and so sacred to God. He doesn't want greed. He doesn't want anything really to, I think, hinder a couple getting married. And so I think a lot of these things can be a hindrance to that. Would you agree?
Yeah, a lot of these things will be a hindrance. Because I feel if a younger sister is ready to get married and the older sister is not ready, they can go ahead and get married. They don't have to wait for the older sister.
Wow. Okay. Well, appreciate this interview. Appreciate y'all enlightening us on some of these issues. And so God bless you. Thank you so much.
God bless you.